Let's talk about something really powerful. A system that takes the guesswork and the grind out of cryptocurrency trading. This is the AltSeason Copilot, and in today's presentation, before I get into the charts, I want to talk about how this came to life. Back in 2014, I started my cryptocurrency trading. Fast forward a few good years, and by January of 2017, I had almost $10,000 Canadian. And if you know my story, in that year, I grew that $10,000 to over $530,000 Canadian. It was an amazing year, and I made those gains by following the very same trading system that you see on the screen right here. And if we back test that in today's market, we can see that it would make over 1,000% gains just by following this system. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Let's go back to 2017 and take a look at that year to see why I made such great gains. And we can see that I charted everything out in 2018 as I was doing a big study to find out all of the entries and exits. And we can see if I pull up some charts, we have Dogecoin back in the day, and we can see that before the big price breakout, we can see how the price was going down and down and down, very steady all the way to the bottom. And then from the breakout until the EMAs crossed over again, this trade would have made 450% gain if you would have followed our system exactly. And here is another example where we can see Ethereum had 754% gains if you had gone in on this EMA cross and gotten out on the EMA cross on the other side. In this year, there were a couple different bull waves from March to July and then from December to January. If we look at the December to January bull wave with Dogecoin, we can see that it made another 230% gain move there. And if we compare those altcoin prices against the price of Bitcoin back in this big bull wave, we can see that it was after Bitcoin topped out that the altcoins got a really big wave. After the big bull run of 2017 and 2018, things got a little bit more difficult, so I started making a spreadsheet of all of our different trade signals so that I could track exactly what was changing as it was happening. A great analogy of our system is that it takes all of the data and then it spreads it apart so that we can see exactly where the movers are, and it's been really fantastic for us to find out where the tops are and when things are going to crash. We can see it in our data as we see the everything closing day by day. We can see that the whole market moves together, and when we see these patterns, we really get good insights. But it's not just tracking in theory. We hooked this up to a trading exchange here, and we can see that in May of 2020, we were hooked up to the Zignally trading bot, and in May, we were up some nice profits here. And by July, we were at the top of the leaderboards in the Zignally copy trading, and we were up some fantastic profits where we closed these profits and we took those profits as the prices topped out and came down. We finally put together a customized trading indicator so that it would give us a color code that would show us exactly where our entries and exits should be. This is the same indicator that I use today for all of my trading, and it's the same indicator you'll get if you join the AltSeason Copilot. Not only will you get access to our spreadsheet, but you'll get access to the courses that teach you how this spreadsheet is put together so that nothing is a black box at all. Plus, you get access to our Discord where all of the courses are explained in detail. More than that, you also get access to the code that runs our indicator. So you'll get the code that you can install to have this AltSeason Copilot indicator. Plus, you also get the strategy tester so that you can actually fire these trades from TradingView over to whatever exchange you're using right from here. Over the years, the way that we collect the data to show the trading strategy has really evolved, and it's really turned out fantastic where we can see the entry signals, the hold time, the partial hold signal, and then the exit. And when we watch the 1, 2, 3 trade formations, it really works great. And now fast forward to 2025 and the whole system has been automated. So now all of the data is drawn in automatically. All of the trading computations are completed so that we can see where the trade is. All the data is compiled, and then it's all collected into a cover sheet. And even better, now that this whole process has been automated, I've been able to create an hourly version of the very same thing. So we can start looking inside this pullback of all these coins in partial hold status, and we can start to look to see what's happening on the hourly status. Are they staying in exit status, or are they catching a bottom and starting to turn around? So we can see from our data here that we have 52 coins in partial hold status. So if I start going through the different coins that we have here, we can see where they went through partial hold status, and some of them are going back into full hold status. Here's one that stayed in full hold status. There's another, went into partial hold status, and now we're watching on the short time frames to see if this is starting to go from alert status and back into hold status from here. So we can start to watch different time frames from one spreadsheet to the other. As we're watching the daily time frame, we can keep an eye on our trading signals start to come in and cross over on the hourly time frames. But here's where it gets really serious. If you join our 7-day free trial, you get access to the course so that you can learn everything and study the whole thing. You get access to our scripts so that you can download them and install them, and they're yours to keep. You can test them out onto the charts, and they'll give you these color codes, and you can test out this strategy tester and have it send signals to whatever trading exchange you want. It's all works, and it's all there if you join our 7-day free trial. Plus, you also get to test out our full system, all of the data that we have. But here's where it gets wild. The system is really powerful because it connects up to my copy trading account on Bitget. And members will have access to this live portfolio balancing service that will balance your portfolio every single day based on what we're seeing here. Plus, you'll also get access to the Discord, where I continually update my own trading journal as I am putting on my trades. I update my trades on Bitcoin. The AltSeason Copilot has the images sent in here every day so that we can quickly see what the changes are. Plus, we also have the hourly alerts now sent in so that we can quickly see where are the coins that are transitioning inside the day. We can start to see which coins we should be taking action on. So now let's go back into the daily time frame and take a look at what this might mean for the longer term. Here are the basic overall trading rules in a nutshell, and I want to thank Tony again for putting this together from one of the videos I did years ago. If Bitcoin dominance is rising and Bitcoin price is dropping, we should be holding fiat. If Bitcoin dominance is rising and Bitcoin price is rising, we should be holding Bitcoin. And in those rare times where Bitcoin dominance is dropping and Bitcoin price is rising or going sideways, we should be holding some select altcoins. So now as I go into Bitcoin dominance chart over a weekly time frame, according to our rules now, we should be looking for the price of Bitcoin in the background. So if Bitcoin price is rising and Bitcoin dominance is dropping, we should be holding altcoins. So indeed, as Bitcoin dominance topped out here and Bitcoin gave us a run up, this was a period of time where altcoins really stood out. We can see here that on Bitcoin dominance, as I zoom into the 12-hour time frame, it gave us a nice 1, 2, 3 top formation. It broke that top. All of the altcoins were making bottom formations. They really made a big breakout. Now, Bitcoin dominance is giving us a bit of a shuffle right here. And as it makes a 1, 2, 3 and starts to drop further, that means the altcoins are going to be taking off again. So what our system does at a time like this, when Bitcoin dominance is topping out and coming down and Bitcoin price is going sideways or rising, is what we're doing is we're putting Bitcoin dominance, which is the white light, we're putting it into our system and we're splitting it apart so that we can start to see the data about which are the coins that are moving first. We can put all of the trade signals into a spreadsheet that show us when things are going into partial hold status, and we can see when they're coming out. And by automating the data collection and where the signals are, we can put that into a really nice graph. Putting our data together in a visual format like this gives us a real advantage because we can see when the new alert status coins are coming in, transitioning into alerts, and then those alerts are transitioning into hold status coins. Whereas we can also see a surge in the past where we had some new alerts come in here and they turned into alerts, but they did not transition into hold status. It pulled back right away. So this was a really great filter to keep us out of the market until we had a real 1, 2, 3 that actually turned the corner and went somewhere. software. I am super excited by this whole spreadsheet setup because now I can watch what Bitcoin dominance is doing. If Bitcoin dominance is dropping, I'm going to see it in my spreadsheet above where there's going to be more and more coins going to hold status. On the other hand, if Bitcoin dominance is going to go up from here, I'll see it first by a drop in the number of alert status coins, then the hold status coins will go into partial and they'll pull back here on our hourly matrix. And that's going to give us a big heads up and a big advantage as we're preparing for those signals coming up on the longer time frame. This system is proven, back-tested, and battle-tested. We've run this system through all the bull markets, all the consolidations, and all of the bear markets. We've had this strategy dialed in for years, but it's a lot of work until now. Now, all of our research, all of our back-tested methods are now automated. We're going to catch those early stage breakouts, we're going to scale onto those early moves, and we're going to manage risk without any emotional interference. Right now, we're seeing some clear patterns showing up, and our system takes care of all of the data. The AltSeason Copilot is more than just a spreadsheet. It's more than just a signaling service. It is a real-time, automated portfolio balancer that works in long time frames and in short time frames. This is built from real experience over years of testing. This isn't theory. And now, finally, you can join the AltSeason Copilot once again. Price will go up every 10 new members, so be sure to jump in now and lock in your price so that you can get access to all of our courses, all of our strategies, plus you get access to our scripts so that you can install these and be trading right away. You get access to the AltSeason Copilot daily, and you get access to the data from the AltSeason Copilot hourly. And as the automation is set up to be firing through to our Bitget trading account, you will be able to connect up to that as well. The first 10 people will have the opportunity to connect up to this as well, and then it'll become much more exclusive and a lot more expensive. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you join the AltSeason Copilot. I'd love to see you in our membership area. Trade safe and keep those losses small.